Well, hello. Here we are, exactly where we left off. We're at or towards the top of Relgum Tower and like the healing room. Okay. Oh, hello, Pirate Zombie and Fake Life. Good to see you guys here. Yeah, so I literally didn't do anything since the last stream, and I did check some of the documentation to see, like, the general levels of what we'd be up against, and I think we're at an okay level for that. But yeah, we're gonna have to get this guy off of the healing machine. But first, who wants to be with Swampert right now? I imagine we might have to do some level grinding this stream, but not right now. Oh, I interacted with him and it took like 2 seconds before he turned around. Maybe the pause was probably intentional, right? Ugh, the face. Oh, these things. I don't know what types they are. Oof. Narrowwax Fire Ghost, right? Tauros is, I don't know, is it like dark or something? Is it steel? I have no idea. Oh, but you know, either way, should Caesar be here anymore? I'm pretty sure Marowak's Fire Ghost. Oh, that's right, we added, we put Scald on Swampert instead of Muddy Water because we wanted the higher damage on a single target and also the higher accuracy and the burn chance. Raging Bull, I don't know what that is. Okay, well it didn't do that much, so that's fine. I wonder what animation they use for this. They use like the Hydro Pumpy animation, right? Swagger? Okay. Oh. Oh no. He had a real strat. I'm just gonna check Alolan Taurus. Taurus. What type is it? Oh, this is Paldean Taurus. Okay, it's not Alolan. It's fighting type, it says. That makes sense, honestly. Either way, I don't have like amazing stuff for it, so Swampert's probably gonna take a huge hit. Let's switch. Okay, I don't know what Raging Bull is, but I assume it's fighting or normal. Okay. Hooray. This guy with all of the regional forms. I can actually head smash the Ninetales if I wanted to. Although it'll probably miss, you know? Dazzling Gleam. Okay, that's not gonna do too much. It's gonna get spread, so... I know I got the buff. Oh, Regirock actually went down, okay. It's only been using that move. I wonder if it has like a choice band or something. But then it wouldn't have been that weak against Swampert on the first turn, right? We can see if we can force out a different move. I guess? Like, the Dazzling Gleam is not threatening at all, so... we can kind of just let the Ninetales sit there. But yeah, so... playing for this stream... Oh, it has actually other moves. Wild Charge is pretty weak, though, unless they buffed it. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But yeah, I was saying, so we have the, like, final gauntlet after this guy. Kind of. There's like, okay, he's down. Very good. There's like one more guy, and then the gauntlet, and then at the end of the gauntlet is, you know, the big bad. Sludge Bomb's just good against us, right? Is it Ice Fairy? Is it just ice? I don't know. Is it Ice Psychic? That did so little. Well, it doesn't matter. So now this guy's gonna vanish and we can use the healing machine. Darn it, I don't like you. What a thing to say. We okay starting with these two? Probably? Yeah, so I checked, and just like in the base game, there's a huge level jump between the people in the gauntlet and then the like the final boss. So we're probably going to go through the gauntlet, get wiped by the boss, and then level grind after that. The reason being is that the gauntlet has shadow Pokemon in it, so that we can catch those ones and then potentially use them on the team against the final boss. So that's the plan. Gua, haha. Who could forget a face like that? I probably made that joke last time I played this on stream. Yeah, so Cypher made the snag machines, so Team Snag'em could steal Pokemon to turn into Shadow Pokemon. And now we fight Gonzap. But he's not important enough to get his own music, so... Ugh, this again. Grenville's Fairy, right? Right? Nice crit. Think so? Yeah. Even though I played Gen 6 competitively, like, I did not care for the Fairy type. Okay. Good thing Swampert's still a mixed attacker. Oh, it lived. Okay. Ha! Can't use a substitute. Oh no. We can kill them all while with this, right? I would have used Bullet Punch, but it had leftovers, so I was a little wary. We'll just keep going. Ooh, I don't like that. Didn't even do an animation. It just had a little effect. Okay. He also has a Caesar. I think I'm going to start using Lunge on the Feraligatr just to get its attack stat down. Ooh, that didn't do very much. This is not ideal. That said, I'm not sure what he's going to do with his turn, you know? I might just have to leave these guys in. I'm up 2 Pokemon, so like I'm kind of fine with that. Waterfall. Okay, I did more than half, unfortunately. Let's take its attack stat back down. Wait. That was super effective. It's... Oh, they made it Water Dark, huh? That's right, they added types to the Johto starters. Okay, well that was much better than expected. Breloom. Do I have any flying on the team? Okay, well Swampert, you did plenty. You killed like 3 guys. Okay, I don't think I have any flying on the team, not that it really matters. Weezing should be good here. It's got fire. I guess? I assume the Breloom's gonna like Spore or something, yeah. Who is it on? Dang it. so that increase the crit ratio. I'm still kind of just like fine. I'm so far up. I guess I should call. Nice crit bullet punch. Yeah, that's not gonna do very much against either guy. It's resisted by both. Why would you do that? Whatever. Try this again. Lunge is so dumb. But Spore is also really dumb. I'm sure Weezing will probably just die. But like, eh. Okay, how about this? We'll... No, I do want to kill the Breloom. This guy has a Shadow Pokemon. I think I have to let Weezing die. We're gonna maybe try and cheese it if we happen to wake up after one turn and he doesn't kill us with the crit bullet punch, then we're fine. Nope, okay. How come he's always getting crits? Does he have like a combination of things that makes him always get crits? But then, you could do that in Gen 6. But you had to have a... What was it, an item plus focus energy plus another thing, if I remember correctly. I don't really know. Okay, we have to bring in Regirock, unfortunately. Yeah, they just kind of cheesed Weezing to death with the Spore. But what can you do? No. Superpower is like fine, but I really don't like it. And like these long drawn out doubles battles, I don't want to use it. Flygon. Interesting. So instead of giving you a Shadow Vibrava earlier, they give you a Shadow Flygon now. Interesting, interesting. Eh. That's not gonna do very much. Well, it actually did more than I wanted it to. Dragon Breath? Ooh, pretty weak. You could get the paralysis though. I figured Flygon would be using physical attacks. I mean, it has Shadow Rush because it's a Shadow Pokemon, but... if it's using special attacks, it's kind of fine. Okay, the Scizor is like not a huge threat. However, I do need to revive Weezing for this. Revival Herb. Because the other Pokemon will just die to a Bullet Punch, so... I mean, Swampert won't, but Weezing is like the choice here, I think. Ugh. Wait, attack our Caesar. Interesting. I like how our Caesar's sitting here with like 2 intimidates on it and still doing a ton of work. Caesar, I'm actually gonna have you throw a Pokeball. I guess I could Bullet Punch, but this might be enough. I feel like the catch rates are like super high in this game, in this ROM hack. Nope, okay. Okay, this should kill. No Okaberry to save you in this game. Can we do a little damage? A little flamethrower? All of these can inflict status, which I don't like. That being said, I don't have anything better. Like, honestly, Caesar is the best one to whittle it down. I'll just play it safe. I don't want to have to redo this whole fight. Ugh, I might just need to Bullet Punch it a few times. Ugh. But now that I'm paralyzed, I'm less inclined to want to Bullet Punch it a few times because it's just... there's a chance I just waste an entire turn. Okay. Will I use Flying On? Probably not. It's aight. Has a lot of weaknesses I don't like though. And it's like stats. Its stats are too spread. Like it would be an okay mixed attacker. But it also doesn't have great stab moves, at least in this game, I don't think. Nah. Alright, so here's the plan. We're gonna go heal. We're gonna save. We're gonna go spend all our money so that we lose less of it when we wipe. And then we're gonna do the gauntlet. So I'm gonna go buy a bunch of crap, which means going all the way back down. Won't that be exciting? It'd be nice if they put a store in here, but oh well. But yeah, I'm currently pretty happy with the team that I have at the moment, but I don't know. I don't know what Shadow Pokemon we're gonna get from the next, you know, like 5 guys. Okay. Well, I guess I can talk a little bit about, well, we're like almost out. I mentioned on Blue Sky earlier this morning, but I did get to play a 5-player Commander game last night. And so we played like the Star Magic or like Star format or whatever you want to call it, where the players next to you are your like allies and the players opposite you are your enemies, and you only have to knock out your enemies to win. It made the game dynamics really interesting. It was fun. I would definitely play it again. Oh, no, I should have bought the herbs first. Oh well. Yeah, I should have bought the herbs first. Seems like giving people targets in a game like Commander might be a good way to do it, for sure. Usually, you just pick a target based on who has the most threatening deck. But like, narrowing it down is definitely helpful. And then like knowing your own objectives and all the other players' objectives, it helps a lot. So there's a lot less like sandbagging, pretty much. Because normally if you're playing like multiplayer, you're incentivized not to attract too much attention, but it's like you're gonna be like you're gonna be targeted by 2 people no matter what, so it's like, well, oh wow, we have a lot of money. It makes the game go like, we have a lot of money, but it's not a lot for these. It makes the game go a lot quicker. And the nice thing was, like, our game took like 2 hours, and then after the first player got knocked out, the second player to get knocked out, or maybe I should put it this way, one player got knocked out like maybe like an hour and a half into the game, and then the next player got knocked out like within another turn cycle, and then the third player got knocked out within another turn cycle. So like, people aren't sitting there forever just like waiting for the game to end, because only 2 people really have to die for the game to end. Do we want more of these? I do want to buy like healing potions. Let me look at my items. Yeah, because like for me, I had like 2 targets, right? So I'm like trying to target like both of them, like not necessarily like evenly, but I'm targeting both of them like with whatever favorable attacks I can get, and then both of my allies are targeting their respective enemies with whatever favorable attacks they can get. So it's like, people aren't left at like really high life totals the entire time because they're just sitting around and not attracting attention. It's entirely possible that like someone could just get killed super quick, but then that would probably speed up the game a lot, because then for like 2 different players, only one other player has to get knocked out for them to win. So I can't imagine the game taking like too long, you know? Like if you were playing a 5-player like pod last person standing, it would probably take like 4 hours. I was looking at my items. Okay. Yeah, things definitely went pretty quick. 10 lemonades. Should I get more full restores? Super potions are worthless now, effectively. Hyper potions, I have decent amounts. I should probably buy full restores. Yeah, it worked a lot better than I thought it would. I wasn't sure how the like the turn order would affect things. It moves even slower because it's hard to find an opening where you don't die on the crackback with 5 people. That's true. As soon as you swing out at someone, they could just kill you, or someone else could just kill you because it's advantageous to them. Very true. But like I was like swinging out every turn that I could, and it's like, well, I know like at least 2 of the other players aren't going to immediately kill me because they're my allies and they don't want me to die. At least not right then. Depending on like how the game goes, your allies might try and kill you if you're too close to winning, you know? Because then like they can't win if you win by yourself. So there's definitely can be some backstabbing too, but I think that makes it interesting. Back in the old days, you played Emperor, played a little Star Magic. Emperor, oh okay, Emperor, yeah. One of the other people who responded to my Blue Sky thingy, my post, mentioned Emperor, and so I looked it up. I'm like, this doesn't seem like it would be very good for Commander, because you could just put like someone with no interaction and a ton of like snowbally, like a really snowbally deck in the Emperor seat, and then the opponents can't interact with them, and they just get to like do whatever they want. I guess I'll use the rest of my money on full restores. Yeah, I could see how Emperor would be good for like 60 card constructed decks, but definitely not Commander. That would get out of hand way too quick. But yeah, I definitely want to play more Star Commander, but I don't think we're... It's not easy to get 5 people. It's hard enough to get 4 people. I guess we'll just go back up. It's nice to have the exactly the right number of people for it, yeah. Up tower. I don't want to play Show High Mighty all the time, but if we have exactly 3 people, let's do it. Okay. I guess. I've never actually played Show High Mighty, but it's just faster Sanma. If the alternative is regular Sanma, I guess. I guess if you're gonna play a meme game, then you might as well take it all the way. Okay, go back up. Okay, let's go through Pokemon and movesets before I save. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine enough. I might want Protect on Mr. Abyss. Confuser is probably not consistent enough now. I might want Protect on Weezing as well. It feels bad to have to replace Sludge Wave, but I don't think I ever would use it. Okay, I'm gonna apply Protect more. Okay. I was trying to work on some 4-player show high rules for the club, which took a lot of the crazy luck-based stuff. I mean, can't you just play like standard rules, but just with the invisible wildcard? Like, you don't have to play with all the meme rules. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so silly meme games are fun in small doses. Agreed. As long as there were like competent players too. If you want like a quick meme game that you can also play with less people, you can also try 4-tile mahjong, where you're just building. We may do with the players we have, fair. But yeah, 4-tile mahjong, you just cut out 3 of the blocks that you have to make, so it's just 1 set and 1 pair. And so it's really easy to make like Yakuman, because you can make Ryuiso or Tsuiso or Chinoto like super easy. And then like single suit hands are also pretty reliable. Chanta becomes strong, Chanta Junchan. And everything else, like, you just can't open your hand, but everything else is like normal. Toy is also easy. Double Richi's pretty common. Never heard of that before. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple to explain. You only draw 4 tiles at the start, and then you make 1 group of 3 and 1 pair. The scoring's all the same, you just can't open your hand. You can make a close con, which guarantees you toy. Okay, so for the gauntlet, I don't think we get healed between trainers until towards the end. So what I want to do is I'm gonna want Reggie Ice in the back. I feel like I'm gonna need Reggie Ice. So I don't want Reggie Ice to like accidentally get thrown into the front. So I think I'm gonna order them like this. We can always switch and use items and heal if we need to, but not knowing what kind of Pokemon they have or what exactly we're in for, I think this might be the best. We shall see. Gonzap left just because I left and then came back. He didn't want to wait for me. Silva waited for me. Okay, here we go. As soon as we get to the top, well, as soon as we get out of the elevator, it'll start. It's just a cutscene. What kept me? I was going on a shopping spree. Oh yeah, like, it sounds like we have the normal music with, like, the cheering as well. It's actually a separate music track where they just put the cheering on the normal music. So it's not like they have, like, 2 separate, like, tracks that they're playing on top of each other. It's just they made another music track for this. Okay, Exploud Shadow Pokemon. Okay, we're gonna Ironhead the Clefable, because it's fairy, right? Uh-huh. Okay, I want to hurt the Explode a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe we'll freeze it, who knows? Will we use an Explode? I doubt it. Good start. Maybe they were trying to save sound channels? Probably. That would be my guess. Pidgeot. That did a good amount. Hyper Voice. That's fine. I'm just gonna check stats. Okay. Oh, I maybe. I should have put the soft sand on Swampert. I think I'm gonna. Well, these are all stab moves. I don't want to do too much. Let's Bullet Punch the Explode, and then Ice Punch the Pidgeot. Yeah, okay. Anything more than that would have killed. Oh no, Heat Wave. Wait, Pidgeot's special attack isn't particularly good, unless they buffed it. Now Caesar went down, that's fine. Well, it's less fine because we might not have Caesar for the next fight, but we'll see. It's entirely possible they changed it in the ROM hack to heal your guys, but I don't know. I have no idea. I guess. Didn't kill? Okay. Yeah, Pidgeot is like on the bulkier side. Alright, let's take out both of his Pokemon this turn. Very good. Hyper Beam. That was rude. I mean, Weezing would be good, I guess. Or Reggie Ice. Reggie Ice. Reggie Ice definitely has higher special attack than Weezing. Okay, well, I mean, I don't need a Rock Smash it or whatever. Yeah, okay, good. Weezing definitely would not have done half. Hydro Punch. Oh, I don't like that. If we have to start our next fight with only half our team, we're going to be in a little trouble, Maybe we can catch their Shadow Pokemon. Oh, I have Power Gem. Oh, that was kind of cute. No. Not in doubles. Snorlax, ooh. Snorlax is unfortunately quite bulky. It might have thick fat. I'll just play it safe. These two, double targeting it should be fine. Kill it in a couple turns. Okay. Shadow Claw. Okay. They added that to this game. Oh, we might not actually kill. In that case, I'm gonna try Ice Beam to see if it has thick fat, I guess. Does not appear to. That I think that did more. Okay, so here we're gonna test to see if our team actually gets healed or not. Which, as soon as we send in like Wheezing and Mischievous, we'll know that they didn't get healed. In which case we might definitely need to level grind more. Jolteon Tauros. Ugh, the fighting type Tauros again. Oh boy, we didn't get healed. It's the Tauros this time. Well, I was just gonna one-shot it, but I guess I can't now. I'm not going to use any items on this fight, I don't think, other than trying to catch the Tauros. So, maybe I should protect with Mischievous. I should probably protect with Mischievous. It's probably going to be the target. Sludge Bomb the Tauros. This is why we put Protect. Oh no, it has Zen Headbutt. Didn't do that much. Tauros Fish doesn't seem good. Yeah, this just does not seem good. Wait. I'm gonna try and catch the Tauros. And then if I wipe, it's fine. I'm pretty sure you have to do the entire gauntlet regardless, unfortunately. Like, if you wipe and you come back, you just have to start from Trainer 1. Oh no. Good job, Wheezing. Living. Maybe I should have protected with Wheezing. I guess part of why they put like a huge level jump between like the end of the gauntlet and then the final boss is because they expect you to be like leveled for the boss, and then you just kind of destroy the gauntlet, you know? Probably. Oh, Regice might take a fighting type move. Let me protect with Regice. I want to have 2 turns, so I can do the Pokeball thingy. Oh, dang it. Oh, I might not have 2 turns anymore. Oh, dang it. That's not good. Yeah, that was expected. Alright, we'll just give it a shot. Oh, Regice was in the way. But we threw the Pokeball around the Regice. Oh no. Well. Oh. Thank you for passing your Jolteon's turn. Regice might be able to take one of these. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna throw one more ball. I can go buy more Ultra Balls. It's not a huge deal. Oh, okay. Well, we accomplished that goal at least. Oh no, we lost. Okay, now we're gonna have to go level grind. Oh no, I'm poor. I can't even afford an Ultra Ball. I mean, I can sell some crap, but... actually, let me check something. Has a Lucky Egg. Lychee Berry. That has a Soft Sand. Interesting. Interesting. I'm just gonna steal the Lucky Egg. Let's do items, deposit. You have the Hard Rock, right? Hardstone, whatever it's called. Good, okay. And then Swampert, now I want you to have the Soft Sand. Okay, so we're gonna need to get all these guys up to like 60. With the Lucky Eggs, it should be quicker at least. I was thinking we might be able to make it through the gauntlet, but I guess it's a little rough when they actually have like real Pokemon. And we're not that much higher level than them. Okay, so first we have to lead. But yeah, well, while I'm walking back and doing the level grinding, I could talk more about that Star Commander game I played. So I was playing my Phineas Ace Archer deck because, I don't know, it's the most fun deck I have, I think. And it's like... it's probably like relatively higher power. At least enough to keep up with higher power decks. Because like... let me see. The person to my left was... oh, let me go here. Person to my left was playing Joda, the 5-color guy. The Legends guy. He's super dumb. He's always like the first target. Well, maybe that's not true. You just have to kill his commander immediately. Okay, I'm gonna sell some things I don't need, like Awakenings. Those are worthless. Little potions. Definitely sell those. 50. Oops, no, I need to sell more. Sure. Does this even buy me anything? Never got to play in a time when creatures were actually a good thing you were excited to run. That's fair. I know that back in old Magic, creatures were trash and you just played the ones that weren't the most trash. You gotta wonder how they decided to design that game that way, you know? Is there anything else I want to sell? I do not believe so. The original green Stompy decks are 60 cards of good enough, I guess. Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, Joda's a 5-color legendary commander. It's like a 5/5, but then for every legendary on your field, or for every legendary creature you control, including himself, all of your legendary creatures get +1/+1. So you just have like 3 legendaries out, and he'll be a 9/9. It's like ridiculous. And then whenever you cast a legendary spell, he effectively has legendary cascade, where you cascade until you hit another legendary spell that's a lower cost than the one you cast, and then you get to cast it. Super dumb. Super, super, super dumb. He just cost Wooburg to play. Okay, let me check the Mount Battle documentation again. Mount Battle changes, okay. Actually, let me do this. And then I'm gonna give these the lucky eggs. Here you go. And then you get a lucky egg. See, my plan was I'd catch some shadow Pokemon, and then if I wanted to use any on the team, I would bring them into Mount Battle for the level grinding. I would, oh wait, hold on. Oops. I wanted to continue, but not from zone 6. What was I gonna say? I'd bring the shadow Pokemon in. I would have them use Shadow Rush, and then if they happen to go into Hyper Mode, I could call them to reduce the Shadow Bar faster, but I don't know how around 2000 the designers came to the conclusion that the people who enjoyed Shivan Dragons were silly and dumb, and instead of helping them, we need to make Tolarian Academy and keep trying to fix Necropotence. Yeah, I don't know, man. The game design was, like, the card design was so off back then, I have no idea. I remember watching a YouTube video that went over, like, weird old cards that were banned because they were too strong, banned or restricted, and one of them was Dingus Egg, which is like an artifact that whenever a land is sent from the battlefield to the graveyard, that player takes 2 damage or something like that. It was like a 3 or 4 mana artifact. Like, who cares, right? I know mass land destruction was a thing, but yeah, now creatures do everything. Creatures have good stats and multiple effects, including protection and other keywords, and, well, protection, not the, like, protection mechanic, but like hexproof, shroud, well, not shroud as much anymore. Hexproof ward, just other stuff that keeps them alive, indestructible, plus other keywords, and then positive effects. I remember another time one of my friends was reading Emberheart Challenger, which is like a rare from Bloomborough, and it had Haste, Prowess, plus Valiant, and they were reading it, and it's like, oh, it's a 2/2 with Haste and Prowess, so the other paragraph on the card must be a downside, right? And it's just all upside. It's a 2-mana 2/2 with 2 keywords and another ability. Pretty insane. But anyway, the guy to my left was playing Joda, and his deck is literally just a pile of random rares that he's collected over the years. And, like, Joda's just so strong that it doesn't really matter. Legitimately ran Phyrexian Negator in tournament decks back in the old days. I know about Egregia with drawbacks. I don't even know what that is, Phyrexian Negator, but I'm familiar with the types of drawbacks that they used to put on cards back then. At least the level grinding in this game, you don't have to actually do anything. It's very convenient. It's a 5/5 trample for 2 and a black, and for every point of damage it takes, you have to sacrifice a permanent. Imagine playing that and, like, they bolt it twice and then you just lose your whole board. That'd be awful. That'd be like a funny thing to give to another player and then just like hit it with a blasphemous act, so they have to sacrifice 13 permanents. Oh my goodness. That happens sometimes. Drop down turn 1 against a blue deck using Dark Ritual and they just scooped. Oh, that makes sense, because they can't interact with things on the board. They didn't have like... I don't know what bounce spells there were back then, but like unsummon or something? I don't know. I mean, yeah, they'd probably just die, but... You just hit them 4 times and they're dead. That is pretty good. You just cheat out with Dark Ritual and then like there's almost no downsides. You don't play anything else until it dies, maybe. I don't know. Or I guess if they're playing blue, they can't really damage it. They'd have to like actually block it. But like, I don't know, do you even play blue creatures back then? Probably not. The deck ran Duress and Unmasked to scout the hand before going all in. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, makes sense. The real problem was Dark Ritual, yes. The real problem is Dark Ritual. Man, recently I played a 1v1 commander game and someone cheated out their 6 mana commander with Dark Ritual on turn 3 and I was just like, well, I don't think I can win now. Because it had Ward sack a legendary permanent because it's Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And it's like, well, I can't deal with that on turn 3, so I think I lose. But yeah, Dark Ritual is very strong. Very, very, very strong. Man, I think I own 1 copy of Dark Ritual, but it's just not in any of my decks. Because it doesn't fit anywhere. I also own like 6 Mana Geysers. Because they were in a bunch of bulk that a friend gave me. So I just have them, and they're like $3 a piece. I think they're probably used in Pauper, right? I have no idea. Maybe they're also just used in Storm decks and Commander, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I just know it's worth money. Yeah, Mana Geyser is like a red ritual card. I think it costs more. It might be like 2 in a red that gives you 5 red mana, I think. I have lots of money, he says. Oh, but yeah, so I was talking about Joda and how Joda's like a kill on-site commander because if they untap with it, then they just get ridiculous value for no reason. But thankfully he was my partner, so I didn't have to worry about him. One of my enemies sitting to the left of the Joda player was playing Mr. House from Fallout. Which is like a dice rolly deck. It can get pretty threatening if left unattended because Mr. House makes 3/3 robots whenever you roll a 4 or higher on any die roll that you make while he's on the board. And the Fallout cards, they like roll d6s, but he's correctly using the D&D cards, which roll d20s, so you almost always get a 4 or higher. And it works. Like, you're allowed to do that. But all of the die roll cards in Magic the Gathering, at least the more recent ones, they all are positive EV, like, regardless. Like, even if you hit like a low roll, they're still good for you most of the time. So, like, no matter what, you're getting a positive effect from the card, and then you just get a bunch of free robots on top of it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So it's pretty annoying. But then the person to his left, so my second enemy, was playing Zuladoc, like monocolorless Eldrazi, so it's like definitely the bigger threat. And thankfully that was the Joda player's enemy too, so we could gang up on them. And the player to my right was actually playing one of my decks. They were playing my Trin and Sylvar Partners deck, which is like a commander-centric deck that just makes your like Trin pops out a bunch of human tokens and then human soldier tokens, and then Sylvar can sack humans to get really big and then just like one shot you. It became like kind of interesting because normally I'd have the least threatening commander at the table, because Phineas, he's just like buffs my guys and draws cards, but it's on the slower side, and he's just like a 2/2 for 2, like he's not doing a ton of stuff. But because like 2 players were actively targeting me because, you know, I'm their shared enemy, like they were removing, well, one of them was removing Phineas. The Mr. House player was like, he killed Phineas twice. Just like I resolved Phineas once and then he killed it in my end step, and then I resolved Phineas a second time, got to attack with him once, and then he died within the next turn cycle. And it's like normally he wouldn't be drawing that much heat, but because you do have like allies and enemies, the dynamics change. So it was pretty interesting to see. The nice thing was my Phineas deck was the only deck at the table who didn't need my commander to stay on the board to actually do anything. So like after Phineas got killed twice, I just kind of left him in the command zone. It's like, alright, the rest of the deck can finish my 2 enemies, it'll be fine. That's another nice thing about the deck. Like, Phineas helps a lot, but the deck doesn't rely on him to work. But yeah, like everyone else, like Joda needs Joda to live to do anything. Mr. House needs to be on the board to get advantage from your die rolls. Zuladoc needs to be on the board so you can cascade all of your big Eldrazi. And then Tren and Sylvar are just like, if they're not on the board, the deck doesn't do very much. But then the Tren and Sylvar deck runs like a ton of protection for the commanders. There's like almost no creatures in the deck because you're just relying on the commanders to do anything. So there's like a double-digit number of cards that just protect your commanders from removal. And like when I play the deck, like I don't even cast my commanders unless I know I can keep them on the board. Like I will wait until like turn. I will wait until I have like extra mana to cast a commander and then hold up protection for them. The actual legends people use as commander are fascinating to me. Out of all the weird design things, the one that didn't even make sense back then was how horrible they made all the original multicolored legends. Yeah, I don't know, man. Wasn't it just part of like the whole wanting to make creatures really bad thing? Like all the Elder Dragons, you had to pay an upkeep cost. That was like one of each of their colors, right? Every upkeep, every one of your upkeeps. I could see how they were like, these creatures are way too good. You only had to pay like 7 mana for them, and they're a 7/7, and they have, I don't know, flying, some other keyword. You must have to pay some additional cost to keep them around. Like, I can see how they would think that. It tracks with the other design choices they made. Or are you talking about like the other like weird legends? Because like there's a bunch that like don't do anything, right? Even when you could get Crawworm as a 6/4 for 6 mana and it was unplayably bad, they're making 2 color legends that cost 7 mana at 2 colors, they're still a 6/4. Yeah, but it was a legend, so it was special, right? Back then, the legend rules were also different. In that, as soon as you resolved your legend, your opponent couldn't play the same one. Which I'm sure they thought was a huge benefit to playing legends? Question mark? I have no idea, man. If I've learned anything from watching YouTube content about old Magic cards, that was how Legends worked until Linsivvy was a card that existed. I don't know what that is. Yeah, if I've learned anything from watching content about old Magic cards, it's that the designers made the creatures as bad as they possibly could back then. So I just don't question it when a creature is like unplayably bad. Okay. I noticed that Regice got like 8 special attack. We are getting a bunch of special attack EVs from this area. Yeah, coupons. Yeah, let's have to keep going. We're nowhere near. Gotta do the rest of the team. What's the next area? Physical attack. Okay, that'll go to Regirock and Caesar. I guess like this. I don't think it matters too much. We're gonna give you back your things. Spell tag. Leftovers. And you get the lucky eggs. Pokemon will also level up or level up at different rates, even if they're getting the same experience, depending on the species. In Mercadian Mass Block, the only kind of good deck was Mono White Rebels, and it had a white and 1 legend that made the deck work. So at the Pro Tour where it was legal, a lot of matches were literally decided by the starting coin flip, because if you went first, you get to drop your legend first and then lock them out. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. So that was why they changed the legend rule, huh? And then they change it so that, my understanding is that the next iteration of the rule is that if you played a legend that your opponent also had, then both of them got sacrificed. Or maybe buried was the correct term back then. And then after that, at some point, they change it to the rule that we have today, which is that every player can have one of their own legendary. Yeah, that was the next rule, and then occasionally that led to people running multiple copies of a legend as a removal spell. Yes, I heard about that. It's kind of smart though. Like, assuming it's not a ridiculous cost. And then, like, if it just works in your deck, then you get a benefit from it when you can actually play it. And then if your opponent has one out, you just use it as a removal spell, easy. It's kind of an interesting way to do it. Maybe, sideboarding in the legend to remove your opponents was nasty business. I guess especially, well, removal was really good back then, wasn't it? It's interesting, but maybe not good for the market if everyone is incentivized to run the card. That's true. Like, they didn't just have better removal back then. Like, I know removal is kind of, in some ways it's better now, and in some ways it's worse, but you would think with all the busted non-creature spells back then, they would just have actual removal and not have to run the legend to remove the opponent's legend. It got around protection. Oh, okay, so like Shroud and Hexproof. That makes sense. That's right, they put Shroud on a lot of things back then, huh? In the old days, removal was spotty. Sometimes it would reprint Source of Plowshares and Lightning Bolt, and sometimes they would make entire sets without a good removal spell in it. Okay. Interesting. Kind of weird design, but alright. But I guess it was all weird design back then. Like, I'm just thinking of, like, Bloomburrow, and because that's the set I'm the most familiar with, obviously. And it has a ton of removal. And I'm pretty sure Duskmourn has a bunch of removal as well. And I know Foundations has a big chunk, too, from the bit I played a bit. Shroud was less common, but cheap protection was all over the place in the old days. They gave it out like candy. What, like God's Willing, or just like things that gave actual protection from a color? Because nowadays we have stuff that gives Hexproof Indestructible for 1 mana, and that's like the gold standard, like Tamiyo's Protection. Or no, what? Tamiyo Safekeeping. And Blacksmith Skill, and Loran's Escape. Actual protection, yeah, okay, makes sense. Lots of 1 and 2 mana protection from a color, guys. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's right, because they were more willing to print cards that, like, hosed specific colors back then. And they don't do that anymore. Not as much, anyway. Actual protection. This is probably not a hot take, but I really don't like how weird the protection mechanic is in Magic the Gathering. Damaged equip, enchant, blocking, targeting. It's like just those things. It's so strange. There's a time where Necropotent's decks in Standard could run 12 very good 2-mana protection from white guys. Oh, wow. That is a lot. It's good they stopped using it. It works for some cards for flavor perspective, but it's mostly just dumb. Yeah. They were good enough to justify running in every matchup, letting go against it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I mean, if you have a 2-mana creature that has protection from white just stapled on it, it's probably going to be playable, I would imagine. Especially if white is the color with the good removal. Especially if back then, like, a lot of the black removal was only for non-black creatures, right? So, like, it kind of had just, it was kind of just safe against black removal too. Protection from white stapled on was really good since swords was the thing back then, yeah. Swords Plowshare is like the best removal spell. It's still a commander staple, which shouldn't be surprising. Okay, here's a question. What's the best Swords to Plowshares art? I have a few different Swords to Plowshares arts that I like. Because they made so much different art for it. It got like 2 or 3 new artworks recently. You can just like go on Scryfall and like view all printings. There's so many different ones now. There were 2 in Bloomborough. Obviously not standard legal, but one was like a special guest, so it's a full, a borderless card, and then one was in the commander decks. So it had like the normal border and stuff, but it was a different art as well. But yeah, the protection making something like semi-unblockable, it's like kind of a neat advantage to protection over just like Shroud, which I appreciate. It's pretty good in my Tren and Sylvar deck, because the deck runs Emerge Unscathed. Why is there a Source of Plowshares with a tank on it? My fave is the one with the guy holding the sword on both his shoulders. I don't know why there's a tank on Source of Plowshares. That might be a crossover art. I don't know what set that one's from. The guy... It's the guy who's like kind of looking down, right? 40k, that makes sense. Yeah, the guy who's like kind of looking down and he's like got the swords over his shoulders. Okay, that makes sense. I'm not surprised you'd like that art. That art's fine. It's one I'm like neutral about. I like the Bloomborough special guest one the most, I think. It's the mouse with the sickle. And then the Bloomborough rabbit one is also good. But if we're going with like the ones with actual humans on them, I like the one... How do I even describe it? It's like very simple. It's like a guy holding the sword and there's like a transition effect, and then he's holding the like a farming implement instead. It's just very simple, not a ton of detail. That one is your second fave? Yeah, I like that one the most. out of all the ones with like the humans on them. Unfortunately, the one that's been printed the most recently, it's the one where the guy standing in the middle, and then there's like clouds shaped like animals that are like flying by, like cattle or something, cattle, horses, stuff like that. And he has like his I think he's holding a farming tool, like just in the air. It's not bad, but I don't know. I like the other ones more, the Bloomburrow ones, and then the one I described. The cloud ones is just okay, yeah. But it's been reprinted so much, it's like the cheapest by far. I wonder if the Bloomburrow special guest one went down in price at all. Probably not. A lot of the Bloomburrow cards are going up in price, because people are realizing how good they are in Commander, or maybe just because it's been a couple sets. Yeah. I have 2 of the special guest Bloomburrow ones. And like 2 or 3 of the rabbit ones. I know I made sure to have a rabbit version of Swords of Plowshares in my Phineas deck to be on theme. I think there should also be one in the Balin deck to also be on theme. I might just have the 2, I'm not sure. The Bloomburrow art on like the commander cards, you have to pay like a little bit of a premium on them. Like if you want a Bloomburrow Swords of Plowshares or a Soul Rain, that's gonna cost you like $2 to $4, when like you just get a normal-ish version for like 50 cents. But man, the Bloomburrow precons, the commander precons, they sold out. Like they're super sold out. Can't find them anywhere for a reasonable price. I think the cheapest one is $80. Last I checked. But I bought 2 of each when they came out. So oh yeah, I was talking about protection, like Emerge Unscathed, which is a really good protection spell, which I learned about like kind of recently. Like getting to give your thing protection, to like protect it from targeted removal, and then rebound it on your next turn so that you can make your guy unblockable, is like pretty good. One of the good use cases for a protection spell over just a better one like Blacksmith Skill. Walk in and your MTG talking. Yes, Croco Sniff, welcome on in. We are talking about Magic the Gathering. I posed the question to the chat. What's your favorite Swords to Plowshares art? But yeah, we're level grinding right now because we need to get up to like above level 60 for all our guys. And unfortunately I couldn't do this off stream because we had a little bit more to do since the last stream, but it gives us a chance to talk. There were some screwed up old cards that let you give protection to your opponent's cards and really mess things up. Oh, so you like make all their enchantments and stuff fall off. That makes sense. Yeah, protection's really weird. Like, it has a lot of useful applications, but they really should have just designed it better so that it made sense. Like, I think the thing that most players find confusing is that, like, protection doesn't protect you from board wipes or anything like that. Things that can bring the game to a standstill like that shouldn't be all over the place. Like the swords card with the cloud mounts in the art. Yeah. That one's like just okay, I think. It's the one that's printed the most now. I prefer the Bloomborough ones. Both the special guest with the mouse and the normal like version from the precon with the rabbit. The special guest one is probably still pretty expensive though. Time to look while I just mash A. Let's see. Swords. 2 plowshares. Oh my gosh. Borderless. That's probably the right one. Yep, that's the right one. Oh, it did go down. Not very much, but it's only $11 on TCG Player. I don't think I can justify buying any more, but oh, it's nice though. It's nice, good art, has cute flavor text. Yeah, $11 is not a bad price, I guess, for a special gift card. I thought about buying all of the Bloomborough special guest cards, so there's only 10, and I have already the Swords of Plowshares. Do I have any others? Oh, I have the Secluded Courtyard, which I put in the queue. I most certainly did not put Swords of Plowshares in my queue, that would be ridiculous. But Secluded Courtyard is totally fine. Yeah, white has enough good removal in Bloomborough. It doesn't need Swords to Plowshares. The special guest one reminds me of an old RPG ending called Shining Force. I think I've heard of that. I don't really know anything about it. There we go. Oh, but yeah, I was also talking earlier about getting to play the star format for Commander, like 5 players where you have 2 allies and 2 enemies, and you win if both your enemies are knocked out. Yeah, I got to play that for the first time last night. It was pretty fun. Teach me nicely next time. Okay. Does Caesar need more help? Said ending has the protagonist seemingly sacrificing themselves to defeat the true evil, but epilogue shows they survived and became a farmhand. Okay. I kind of figured that's where you were going with that. Do I put Swampert in for a little bit? Sure. Sounds like a neat format. Yeah. Yeah, so... I mean, the idea is it's like the... I think the original Star format for Magic was that you would each be playing monocolor decks, and you would sit in the order of the color pie, and then you'd be seated next to your allies and opposite your enemies, and you just have to kill your enemy colors. So, like, we just did that, not using monocolored decks, just whatever commander decks we had. But just to give the game a little more structure instead of just being like a huge free-for-all. Although it's still it's like a free-for-all format, so you can attack your allies and do like interact with their cards as if they're your opponents, but your win condition doesn't directly involve your allies. And then everyone having slightly different win conditions was pretty interesting, because like you'd have a shared enemy with each of your allies, but then they might not want you to win before they can win, because as soon as someone wins, the game is over. But depending on how it goes, 2 players could win at the same time if the other 3 players get knocked out. They count as opponents, yes. You can attack them. You can attack them, you do anything that you could do to an opponent. I think I liked the weirder art on a lot of the old cards. Like, I enjoyed Drew Tucker and Quentin Hoover art. See, I'm not super knowledgeable about like the artists when it comes to Magic the Gathering, but I know that Magic did have a lot of weird old art. But yeah, like your allies were not your teammates. That's why I avoided using, because there's official terms for, like, players who are on your team are your teammates, right? So Perforos would be a bad commander. Not necessarily. Like, you don't lose if you kill your allies. You just have less people who have incentive to cooperate with you. There are some cases where you might want to kill your allies. Like, it's not out of the question. Yeah, you only lose if you're out of the game or if someone else wins, right? Like, if both of your allies die and all that's left are your 2 opponents and you still haven't lost yet. You just have to kind of fight a 2v1. Yeah, like that happened with my game last night. One of my enemies, both their allies died. Like, hold on, let me do this first. We are definitely continuing because I need more levels. Okay, so it's gonna be Swampert and Weezing, I guess. I'm so glad we got a second lucky egg. Yeah, so for the game I played last night, I was playing Phineas. The player to my left was playing Joda, the 5-color legend guy. And he was one of my allies. The player to his left, so one of my enemies, was playing Mr. House from Fallout. The player to that player's left was playing Zuladoc, the colorless Eldrazi Cascade commander. And then the 5th player, to my right, was playing my Trin and Sylvar partner deck. Oh, we're getting so much XP, holy moly, they're blissy. And so what happened was, the Joda player killed the Trin and Silver player, and then I killed the Mr. House player. So all that's left was the Zuladok player for as our shared enemy. And so the Zuladok player had to kill both of us to win. But if either of us killed her, then we would both win. But then if you were super greedy, if you wanted to, you could kill your ally and then kill your enemy. So you can just be the only one who wins. Which I did not let the Joda player do, so he just killed the Zuladok player and we both won. Yeah, Blissey gives a ton of XP, so we should be getting a lot from these. I feel like if I were ever to try to get into a commander, the first thing I would want to try is one of the Street Fighter commanders. I know nothing about them. I know that they got in-universe versions because those were some of the older crossovers, so people complained and then Wizards kind of gave in, but now they don't care anymore. Yeah, Fake Life, you mentioned earlier that one of the things, what was it, like something about people's choice of commanders? Just the actual legends that people use as commanders are fascinating to you. Okay, yeah, that's what you mentioned. I can't imagine them giving in these days. Oh yeah, absolutely. They make too much money. They know that so many players are so far in that they're not gonna care. Personally, I think it's silly that they are, to speak to one thing, I think it's silly that they are putting all their like universes beyond crossover things in standard, but it's good for game balance because now they don't have to design them to go straight into modern, which was awful. Yeah, the old legends were so awful, definitely not something you build a deck around. Oh, well, yeah, if people use those old legends as their commander, they're just doing it for the colors and for the meme. Some of them are like playable, kind of. But like if they're using that as their commander, it's probably just like they're making a deck that works on its own without the commander, and it's just in those colors. Which, to be fair, you could do that with literally any color combination because they have cards that you could use that are just better than those old weird legends, but I don't know. I'm sure part of it's for the meme. Angus Mackenzie, that's the fog guy, right? Like, isn't that one kind of playable? And like, you don't have to build your deck around the commander. It makes sense to, because the commander is a card you have access to all the time. More like Marhalt's El's Dragon and all the overcosted blank guys. Yeah, well, yeah. If they're doing that, it's definitely for the meme. That's one of the few I see people use unironically. Yeah, Angus Mackenzie. That makes sense. Cause like, oh, this thing. Fine, I'll switch. The issue here is that it's trying to use a Memento on a Pokemon that already has minimum stats, so it can't actually, the move doesn't work, so there we go. Yeah, if people are just using a vanilla bad old commander, or bad old legend as their commander, then it's for the meme. Yeah, like, if you're trying to build an optimal deck, then the deck should be able to function on its own without the commander anyway, and the commander should just be like a useful card that you have access to all the time. like I mentioned before, my my Phineas deck, it doesn't rely super heavily on Phineas. He's just really good in the deck. He's like +1/+1 counters and card draw in the command zone, as long as you just have rabbits or tokens. It's good. But then the deck like still does enough on its own that even if I can't stick Phineas to the board or attack with him safely, then it's still just kind of fine. Giga Impact, you're not learning that. That's not for you. Hyper Beam, nope. Oh, I see. Weezing probably normally learns Hyper Beam around this level, and then they also give it Giga Impact in case you want it to be physical instead. I don't know. But yeah, I mentioned before, during the Star Commander game I played last night, like, the Mr. House player was like actively removing Phineas. Even though like Phineas isn't normally a threatening commander, he's like not going to draw a bunch of removal. Especially since he's the only commander at in that pod that wasn't like integral to the deck's like game plan. Like Joda and Zul'Adok, you need them to stick around and untap with them so you can actually get their Cascade crap. And then Mr. House, you need him to stay on the board so you can roll dice and get free robots. And then the Tren and Sylvar deck just doesn't do anything without the commanders, because the commanders are like the whole deck, pretty much. So like Phineas is normally like the last commander who would be the target of removal, but because of the format, he got targeted for removal like twice, and then after that I just kind of left him in the command zone. Like, it's like, eh, we'll be fine. You can do enough without him. I mean, it like the combination of the cards I had in my hand definitely helped. Like I saved an Essica's Chariot, so that even without Phineas I could get advantage from, well, that and a Staff of the Storyteller. So like every turn I could crew the Chariot, attack, copy tokens, and then get another Storyteller counter on my staff, and then draw a card. So like I was maintaining card advantage and pressure on the Mr. House player mainly, even without Phineas. Because the game was going so fast, like I didn't have time to cast Phineas for 6. Normally I wouldn't mind. I even have an Opal Palace in the deck now, because like if Phineas gets removed once and I can pay 1 extra mana to cast him with Opal Palace for 5, and he comes in as a 4/4, that'd be great. It's like super good for Phineas. But it's like, oh, I don't have the time to cast Phineas for 6 and then just like wait a whole turn cycle. I guess the nice thing was like all the decks that we were playing were like around the same ish power levels. It was just a good game all around. Definitely want to play more. Skater Kid Daga. Oh, the names in this game. Okay, we're getting there, and by there I mean to the point where we're gonna be able to actually take on the gauntlet again. I watched a game of CEDH and it's completely absurd. Yes, only one game. They're like, the games are like 10 minutes. Surely you can watch more than one. But yes, they are kind of absurd. I watch CEDH games like from time to time, not super often. But then again, I don't watch that many Commander games anymore anyway. At least the nice thing about CEDH is that, like, you know what to expect. People are just trying to optimize to win. They're not playing, like, to do a weird, funny combo or whatever. That is the one nice thing about CEDH. It's just, like, the expectations are understood. Unsurprisingly, I don't think they went around the table twice and Thassa's Oracle won the game. Yeah, that's not surprising. Oh my gosh. Okay, well... Rage Eyes could use some more, experience, I guess. But yeah, like, when you have a Legacy format like this, right? Not Legacy, Eternal format. Even though it's technically not an Eternal format. When you have an Eternal format like Commander, it's like, there's gonna be this crazy stuff. It's really not surprising. How are we doing on levels? We'll get a little more for Swampert. Oh, I watched Pauper Commander recently. Just like it sounds, for Pauper Commander, all the cards in your deck have to be common, except your commander is an uncommon creature. It doesn't have to be legendary, but it just has to be uncommon. You can have partners or backgrounds or if you want, but they just have to be uncommon. It was pretty boring, honestly. The thing is, like, the power level of all the cards, okay, not all the cards, but like the vast majority of the cards is so low that, like, you're not really doing too much each turn, and it just each turn plays out like pretty similarly for each player, and then it just kind of takes forever. No superpower. Although Swampert would be able to use it like pretty okay, but I'm happy with its happy with Swampert's current moveset. I don't know if they made legendary creatures at common or uncommon during the entire time I played. There are definitely legendary creatures at common and uncommon nowadays, but they are uncommon. For common, there's like maybe 10. 10 to 15, something like that. Uncommon, there's a lot more. With like the D&D sets, some of the vanilla guys from Legends were uncommons in Chronicles. Oh, I see. But yeah, with the D&D sets, there's a bunch of uncommon legendaries. Yeah, so it's not hard to find an uncommon legendary, but being able to use just any uncommon creature opens up some interesting deck building space, I guess. But even then, it's I don't know, kind of slow. Can I have your soft sand back? I'm gonna put Reggie Ice in now. Beautiful trainer. You can only think of one common legendary. I know there's multiple, but The one I'm thinking of is like a mono red guy, and then his ability. Wonder what Pokemon she has. Yeah, I mean they made Mount Battle like this so you could EV train and level grind really easy. What's he gonna say? The common legendary I can think of, it's a mono red. It's a guy that needs multiple copies of that card to do things. Like he has an effect that I think you'd like discard an extra copy of it. Oh yeah, I remember Prismatic Piper. It's weird because it's like a weird common. And Faceless One's probably also a weird common. Cause like they're not like common, but they're in there to facilitate commander draft. I'm not teaching stockpile, that's weird. Regice I'm gonna call. I'm actually gonna start switching Weezing. Because Prismatic Piper is the partner that you can choose its color, and Faceless One is the background that you can choose its color, but it's a legendary creature enchantment background, so it can be either the creature that has a background or the background for your creature. It's weird. Okay, you're done. I don't mind if they go a little over 60. Oh, no, not that one. Oh, but yeah, I looked into so many different two-card commander combinations, whether that be with partners, friends forever, or backgrounds. I didn't look at the Doctor Who stuff. But yeah, I was like looking at all those stuff, thinking about maybe some lower power decks to make, and I ended up not making any of them. I might still make Prava and Tormod. I have to find the time to work on the deck more. I instead decided to make Falco Spara as a commander. I just bought the Broker's Precon from 2022. It was super cheap. It was like $30. And then it comes with like some pretty valuable cards. They're probably not played too much, but they're not printed too much either. So it was good value. It was good value. And it had like 30 cards I needed, so. But yeah, I put together a Falco Spara deck. The only card I'm really missing is just Falco Spara himself. The thing is, like, I put a bunch of expensive cards in the deck, but I don't think the deck's going to be that good. I don't think it would qualify as low power. It's probably just mid power. Like mid power casual. Like, I put fetch lands and stuff in there to synergize with Falco Spara's, what's it called? Falco Spara's like being able to cast cards off the top of your deck ability. Because if you see there's like a land on top of your deck, you can just fetch and then shuffle and maybe get something else. That's the idea anyway. Wait, she switched? You're supposed to just use Memento. Excuse me. Huh? Hold on, what's going on here? Oh, maybe... It's very possible that... Was he juggling? What is she doing? I was gonna say that in the base game, her AI might have been to switch her first 2 Pokemon out for some reason. But if she's just gonna keep doing this crap, then I guess we'll blast it. I've got a fighting type move. Wait, she's not switching this time? Come on, lady. Why'd you do this to me? Now we're gonna use Memento? No, you're not learning Explosion. I'm not in love with Regirock's moveset, but it doesn't need Explosion. Okay, you can't switch anymore, because 2 of your Blissey are dead. You have to use Memento. We'll probably be good after this area. I did go easy on you. I didn't even attack until you switched out 4 times. And then I was like, okay, I guess I have to attack now. Okay, so... Oops, hold on. After this, everyone should be level 60, and then we'll be good, question mark? We'll see, we'll see. Oh, but yeah, I made a Falcospara deck. Obviously, it's gonna be counters. Shield counters, +1/+1 counters, and then like a few other random ones that cards in the deck just happen to make. I think it will be cute and not that good, but that's fine. Sometimes you want a deck that's not that good. It's nice that Falcospara has like built-in protection because it comes in with a shield counter. The deck's probably going to be very dirtily, but that's okay. It also doesn't have like a ton of room for interaction. So I definitely don't think it'll be good enough to play against like higher level or high power casual decks. So, but that's okay. Okay, Regice better level from these. Oh, if I switch? Oh no, if I switch, then it'll get split. I want Regice to get most of it, you know? Please start Regice. Thank you. What is Mystical Fire? Huh. Attacks using Spectral Fire lowers the target's special attack. Wow, okay, that's pretty good. This is very good. Huh. What do I take out for this? I kind of just like all of these. So it's like lunge, but it's special and it's fire. Interesting. Please target Regice. Thank goodness. Okay. Because I think if I switch out Mischievous, then the XP will be shared 3 ways. And I want Regice to actually get this level. You are not exploding. No explosion. Okay. Everyone's level 60. We might be okay against the final bosses now. Or the gauntlet. We'll see, we'll see. Gimme. No, we're done. Before I forget, you have your leftovers. You have your... Oh, not that one. No, I don't want to switch the lucky egg with a lucky egg. I'm not surprised that they did not put in a check for that. Okay, I'm gonna use... I'm gonna take a short break, because it's been a couple hours already. So I'm going to take a short break, and then we will come back and take on the final gauntlet. Or try to. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. Let us go all the way back up the tower. Actually, are there any things we can buy? Useful? I don't think so. I already got the TMs. I don't need another leftovers. Yeah, I think we're good. You have to go all the way back up the tower. They couldn't just have like an express elevator that you can unlock after you beat Gonzab. I'm gonna have to decide on the team order as well. At least we got the first 2 Shadow Pokemon. There should be like 3, 4 more, something like that. I'll probably just put the team in the same order as before, with Regice towards the back. This should be a pretty strong duo, right? Oh, that said, no, we caught the Tauros was the Shadow Pokemon, right? We caught that one, so it's not going to intimidate us when we start, right? Okay. Will we beat the final boss this stream? Who knows? I think it's entirely possible that we don't, but we'll see. What's the dialogue going to be this time? Oh, it's the exact same dialogue. Okay, yeah. And then we do have to start from the beginning. Yeah, like for the other bosses, if you lose and then you come back, they have a different like dialogue for you, but I guess not this one. Oh, she has a Nidoking now. Oh no, these are not good type matchups. One sec. I was just checking. Guess I didn't need to. Okay, well, Mischievous is probably gonna get hurt. Guess I should switch. Yeah, Regice might actually be good here. Regice will be good here. Sure. We are 10 levels above them, but I do want to play relatively conservatively because Ice Beam, not Poison move? Wish, huh? So the Pokemon in that slot at the end of next turn will gain half their HP back. Kind of annoying, but what can you do? In that case, well, Regice might just be able to do a ton of damage, so it's probably fine. Yeah, we are not healing between the fights, so I do want to play it safe. Pitch it, okay. Didn't die, it's gonna heal most of that back. Quad Caesar? Ooh, that did a lot. The wish came true, unfortunately, for me. Vaporeon's honestly kind of the threat. If he can do that much with a Hydro Pump, that's too much, you know? Oh, crit. Oh, it just died. Oh, well, if I had known... Oh well. Oh, I should have protected maybe. Yeah, he did this last time. It could miss. It could miss. 10% effect, or 10% miss chance. Dang it. Alright, well then, here comes Regirock. Should I send him Regirock? Maybe Weezing. Oh no, I should have sent him Regirock. What was I thinking? Yikes. Even 10 levels up, we're like still losing Pokemon to them. Although Regirock might have suffered, well, it probably would have been fine, but dang, that's really annoying. I'm gonna use some of these extra turns to like revive some guys, I think. Yeah, the Pidgeot's recharging, so we're gonna double target the Snorlax. Ideally kill it. Good. I mean, it should one-shot. Let me check. As someone who doesn't understand typings, etc., I wish you the best of luck. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this game, the difficulty is much higher, I think. Thinking if I want to revive both before the fight ends, because I don't think the Pidgeot can do too much to me right now, so maybe I'll use this turn to revive both, even if it feels kind of bad. Caesar for sure, and then I guess I'll revive Weezing. Hyper Beam expected. But on who? Yeah, we're fine. Okay, in this case, I guess we'll blast it and then use a super potion or something. Like a small heal. There we go. Yeah, there's no way it's living through that. That is such a cute animation when it faints. So much character. Okay, team's pretty much fully healed. On to the second fight. We also already got the second Shadow Pokemon, so we don't have to worry about that. It sucks to have to, like, actually spend turns in the battles healing my team. I might not still be high enough level for this. Sneasel, okay. They're probably gonna go first. Do we just Shadow Ball it or Moon Blast it? Okay, we'll try this. Oh, well, okay, sure. It's going to fake out, but it use it on Misdreavus, which isn't affected by normal types, so we're fine. Okay, one free knockout at least. Agility, despite being the fastest Pokemon on the field, that's fine. The other two Pokemon only went first because they used priority moves. Alright, let's Moon Blast it. Not dead. Would prefer if it were dead. Let's Moon Blast the Sharpedo, and then I think Bullet Punch should kill the Jolteon. It's not known for his bulk, even though it's not very effective. Yeah, we still got it. Moon Blast should kill the Sharpedo. Cacturn. A Lunge should kill the Cacturn. Okay, this is why we have our sweepers in front. Banette, oh. Banette's normal ghost. That one's gonna be annoying. Maybe I should use Mystical Fire on the Cacturn then? Oh, I could just use Moonblast, yeah. And then Iron Head, I guess. I think we're fine. We're pretty fine. Oh, that just killed. Okay, well, sure. I mean, Caesar is pretty strong. I was expecting to take a turn, or to have to take a turn to heal and then kill it, but, sure, I'll take it. Okay, time for the actual fights that we haven't seen yet. Going a little more smoothly than expected, but we are 10 levels higher because we kind of have to be. Torkoal Sunflora. Well, Sunflora's not a shadow because we already have a Shadow Sunflora. Is the Torkoal then? Sure is. I don't like that. Ooh, Drought. Okay, well, this might be annoying. This will be annoying. I don't want to deal with Torkoal. That might kill it, though. A lot of these things just might kill it, though. I guess what I could do is, since I'm not planning on using a Torkoal on my team, if I fail to catch it, I could just catch it a different time through. I also just don't have to catch it. No, I do have to catch it at some point, but because you have to catch all the Shadow Pokemon to do all the endgame stuff. Power Gem will just kill it, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what happens. If it dies, I'm like not gonna be too sad about it, but oh, that was perfect. Heat Wave expected. Although I was expecting it from the Torkoal. Heat Wave or like Eruption or something. Well, that also did it. Had a Citrus Berry. Ah. That'll make it harder to catch, but I'm still gonna try. And then we switch Caesar out because he'll just die if I don't. The problem, though, is Swampert will also just kind of die. How about Regirock? Regirock will be fine. Right? Well, maybe not that fine. More fine than Swampert, probably. Okay. Arcanine. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, thank you. I'm glad this happened before I switch. Which normally it just would not, right? Normally switching is the first thing that happens, but... Oh, nice dodge. Sunflora is fire in this ROM hack, right? Is it? I don't see it on the list. Must not be. Okay, so it's just grass. Maybe that's a different ROM hack I'm thinking of. In that case, Mystical Fire should be really buffed. And then Earthquake, I guess, for the Arcanine. Good. Man, Misdreavus is like so good in this ROM hack. Executor. Goodbye, Misdreavus. Oh, the animation, it looks so bad. So I have to switch in a flyer. Otherwise it'll take a big hit from the Earthquake. Good. Pseudo Wudo, okay. Man, I really want to kill the Executor with a Sludge Bomb. We're probably faster than it. I really want to revive Misdreavus too, but I don't know if I have the chance. What is Pseudo Wudo gonna do? Probably not too much, right? Maybe I have the chance. I'll assume I have the chance. I'm probably faster, and oh, it went first, dang it. Well, it probably won't kill, right? It did not kill. I thought Executor was really slow. I know Weezing's not that fast, but I thought we'd have I thought we'd win. Head Smash. Okay, now I have to spend a turn reviving Weezing. But that's okay, I guess. Right, destroy that. Oh, I like how on their the opponents Pokemon bar, one of the Pokemon's just gone because we took it. It's little details, you know? Good. I do like how the judges allow you to steal one of theirs. Well, they are also thieves, so what are they gonna do? This is not like an official arena. This is the villain's headquarters, kind of. They're just using it, for show. Okay, this is the last guy in the main gauntlet before Nascor. If I'm not mistaken, we get healed before we fight Nascor, but I don't remember that with 100% certainty. Okay, he told us he's the last battler. Ston. Is he a rock type trainer? No. I see a Flareon. Well, it shouldn't be Aggron, right? Because we cut a Lyron, Shadow Lyron before. It's the Flareon then? It's just neither. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Aggron is just Steel type. I saw in the documentation, so a Mystical Fire should be good for that. However, actually no, that's just fine. Caesar, I'm gonna need to switch you out, buddy. This should kill. Very good. Mystical Fire was such a good get for Misdreavus. Like this, Misdreavus' move pool is like insane. I wonder if the person who made this ROM hack is just like, just has Misdreavus as like one of their favorites or something. Oof. Okay, what do we do with a Wailord? It's gonna take a little bit to get the Wailord down. This, I guess. Oh, well, I guess the Earthquake will kill them both then. Wailord has like a lot of HP, it's very bulky. But Misdreavus is just very strong in this ROM hack. Okay, where's your Shadow Pokemon? I will be stealing it from you shortly. Well, it's not Tropius, because you get a Shadow Tropius early game. Absol. I guess it's Absol. There it is. I'm worried for Swampert's life. Because of the, Ooh, Misdreavus. Well, it's fairy time now, so it's fine. Swampert should probably switch. Well, actually, if I just kill the Tropius, then it's fine, right? I'm gonna switch to Reggie Ice. I think I need to take my time on this one. Ooh, yeah, that didn't do very much. Tropius is too bulky. Oh, it might have Thick Fat as well. That's right, that also drops special attack. Oh no, Absol's gonna be critting us all over the place. Leaf Blade. Yep, this is why we switch. Ouchie. Leftover is good. I don't want to hit the Absol, it's just gonna die. It's just gonna die. Alright, here's the strat question mark. Ah, there's no way, there's no way. Yeah, we'll give this to Swampert, I guess. We might heal, we might not heal, I don't know, but let's kill the Tropius. Unsurprising. Actually, I should probably just switch in Caesar now. Yeah, let's do that. Caesar can take a Night Slash. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't actually attack, because it'll just die. The only one who could maybe get away with not killing it is Wheezing? Maybe a Shadow Ball from Mr. Abyss? I don't know. Maybe a Shadow Ball from Mr. Abyss, because it's not very effective. But Mr. Abyss is still pretty strong. Paralysis applies a 50% increase to the catch rate, so I mean that was enough, I guess. Okay, are we getting healed before Nascore? I guess we'll find out. Cypher Nascore. He's just Cypher. He's the manifestation of Cypher. Okay, so this is why we have to be like level 60. Although we might still be under level for this. Okay, all the guys are healed, so that's good. At least. Caesar is in danger. I don't have good type matchups on this. Actually, that's wrong. I have Power Gem on the Charizard. Let's protect first. The Charizard's probably faster. They probably just have better EVs than me. Oh, it has Steel Wing. Oh, that's not good. Okay, wait, at least we lived. Because Steel Wing's not a good move. Expected. Didn't even kill? It's... Oh, they made it Fire Dragon, didn't they? Well... Let's do a little switchy switch then. Fire Blast. Who wants to take Fire Blast? Regirock? I don't know if we can win this fight, but we'll try. Might need a little more levels. No burn, good. Okay, they're gonna move before both of us for sure. Like for sure. Okay, I want to Scald the Aerodactyl because it buffed its what's it called? It buffed its physical defense twice. I guess I have to head smash this and hope it hits. I don't like it, but we're gonna live. No problem. Aerodactyl is just fast. Levitate. They gave it Levitate. They gave it Levitate to make up for its loss of flying? Because they made it Fire Dragon, I guess with Levitate then. Okay, sure. Oh, it lived? Oh, it burned. Nice. We can just let the Aerodactyl die from the burn, I think. Nice crit. I don't think the crit mattered. That was a head smash from a Regirock. Alakazam, ooh, scary. Yeah, the burn also cuts Aerodactyl's physical attack by half. So I think we can just let the Aerodactyl die from the burn and just focus on the other stuff. That said, we're not in the best position right now. Will the Aerodactyl use Earthquake on its buddy Alakazam? We won't die to an Earthquake. Like, neither of our guys will die. It's more the Alakazam that's concerning. Do we just let someone go down? It's might have to. Let me take a look. I want to heal Mr. Vis. That'll take a Hyper Potion. I don't think it particularly matters. Who's less likely to die? I think Regirock is more likely to die. Probably. So let's do this. Hyper Potion, Mr. Vis. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, crit. Okay, now Regirock might die from our Earthquake. I did Earthquake because I wanted a physical attack to do more damage to the Alakazam, but that's fine. I needed to switch in Mr. Vis safely anyway, and I was expecting the Regirock to just die. Venusaur. Did you just have all the starters or something from Kanto? Possible. Well, Swampert's probably just gonna die. If I go first, I can do this. Is it beneficial to me to revive someone? I guess I'll do it for safety, but like, I don't know. Oh. Interesting. They used, what is that, acid? They used the acid animation for Energy Ball. Like, I was expecting Swampert to die, but not... I was expecting a grass move from the Venusaur, not the Alakazam. Although he honestly probably double targeted the Swampert with grass moves. Maybe there's just another Energy Bomb, or Energy Ball, or maybe Seed Bomb coming from the Venusaur, and it's gonna hit Caesar instead. And Caesar, like, quad resist that, so it's fine. Wall Rain. Giga Drain. So Venusaur should still be grass, poison. Wall Rain is water, ice. So Caesar's gonna have neutral moves regardless. Mr. Vis. I think I'm gonna spread. Oh, didn't even do half. Okay, well. Because I assume the last Pokemon's a Shadow Pokemon, and I want it to come out on its own. It'll be easier to handle. Leech Seed, that's fine. This Venusaur's not doing too much. Icicle Crash. That's a physical... That's a cool animation. I think we're good. Mr. Fizz will probably die. I'm gonna try and kill the Wall Rain this turn. Okay, expected. Yeah, I want the Shadow Pokemon to come in that slot, so it doesn't have the Leech Seed from the Venusaur. Although, I guess if... Oh, it's just Metagross. It's Metagross in the base game, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, yeah. I guess, I mean, if Mistress just dies, then the Leech Seed won't carry over. Okay, Metagross might be a little bit rough to handle, but we might be okay. We might be okay. First things first, gotta kill the Venusaur. I mean, I guess. Caesar's faster than the Metagross, huh? Oh, it might have thick fat. Maybe I shouldn't have used the Thunder. Well, I guess it's... Or, I guess Flamethrower is still my best move. Zen. Ooh, oh, I don't like that. Well. Bye, Weezing. Eh. Okay. I think we're okay. Iron Head. That'll do a lot. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't even do half, so I guess we're fine. Flinching, not a huge deal. Okay, next. I'm gonna reduce your physical attack, because I can do that. Ooh, that did a lot. Oh, it can't be reduced because of clear body. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't think that fight has taken so long that the timer wall will be better. Kind of wishing I had I do need turns is the thing. Did I switch the I'm just gonna switch it again. If I didn't switch it. I kinda wishing I had what's it called? Protect. The lack of music makes this feel so tense, I know, right? It'll be over soon. Like, right... Not now. Arg, almost had it. Okay, we can survive another couple of those. Okay. Drain punch. If we need to. Ah. No, it broke free of the ball. No crit. Okay. No. Okay, well, time to rinse and repeat. Until he crits me, and then I'll be sad. Oh, no, I still need that. I still have Regice, but Regice is gonna get knocked out by one Iron Head, so I do... As soon as Regice comes out, I need to use a Revival Herb on something that can take an Iron Head. Like Regirock. I'm just waiting for the crit. No crit that time. No. You know what? Now let's use a timer ball. It's been a little bit. We might be at the point where the timer ball is as good or better than Ultra Ball, so it's probably fine. I haven't been counting the turns. Nope. No crit, no crit. Oh, you can see NASCAR in the reflections. It's so creepy. Alright, hit him. Hit him with the... Oh my gosh, stop flinching. Doesn't that Metagross have a King's Rock or something? I'd believe it. Oh no, I still need the items. Just force of habit, I guess. Running out of Hyper Potions. it is kind of insane how like the opposing trainer just kind of sit there and let you try to capture their Pokemon over and over again. Hooray, we did it. Nasquer's apologizing. Isn't he supposed to be the boss? Nope. It's the mayor of Phoenix City. What is he doing here? Why is his name being shown as Escade? Was that his mayor name? Probably. Evis. Yeah, so Escade is his mayor, like his, I guess, normal name. And then Evis is his evil name. Turned evil. It's a silly plot twist. Oh no. I can already see what's happening. I don't like this. I don't like this. Also Deoxys. I'm oh-knowing at the slacking. He's gonna skill swap his slacking, I'm sure. That's what he does in the base game even. Oh. Interesting. That Deoxys, like the little profile picture is like so menacing. Well, slacking, does it have Shadow Claw? It might. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. If I can lunge the slacking, I could reduce its output a lot. Yeah, this is expected. Interesting animation. What is Deoxys' ability normally? I guess I could check. Oh, yeah, it does have Shadow Claw. Oops. Ouchie. Oh, wait, I lived. I lived. Oh, it died. Gosh darn it. Okay. I'll have to catch it another time. You can redo these fights. Yeah, I'm not gonna reset because we have to do the whole stupid gauntlet. I'll do it in the post game when we're like much higher level, and then it will be free. But yeah, this Mr. is gonna just die. Understandable, reasonable. Yeah, I also didn't think that Deoxys would just die in one shot. It like has high stats. They're definitely going first, is the thing. They are both definitely going first. There's no way I'm going first. I don't have a normal type? I mean, Regirock could probably take the Shadow Claw. Especially after a lunge. Okay, expected. Expected. Yeah, Regirock took it. Very good. Dude, Lunge and Mystical Fire are like so good. That's power creep for you. Regirock's probably just gonna get seriously injured. What answer do I have for the Gengar? What answer do I have for the Gengar? Probably just Regice. Just like tank it and hit it. There's no way Regirock lives this, right? I'm gonna Hyper Potion Mischievous for later. And Caesar is gonna keep on doing what it's doing. Oh, that did quite a bit. Okay. We might live this, actually. Yeah, because I dropped its attack by half with 2 lunges. Like, the slacking might not even be a real threat anymore. That being said, I don't want it to be alive. So, I'm gonna kill it. Can I kill it with a... Maybe. Okay, let me think. Let's go... Iron Head just to confirm the damage, and then I'm gonna Bullet Punch to go first and hope that's enough. Okay. Man, Lunge really saved us here. Okay, 2 down. Salamence. Well, I think in the base game he has a Tyranitar as the Shadow Pokemon. Okay, well that was expected. Salamence. Okay, I mean Regice is just good here. Regice is just good. He might like Steel Wing or Iron Head or something, but like, what are you gonna do? Nice crit. If you live, then that would be great. I'm assuming this is going at Regirock. Yeah, okay. The Silence will probably use Earthquake, if I had to guess. Dragon Claw, interesting. Good kill. Blaziken. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh. Here's the play. I'm a double protect to figure out what he wants to do. I'm assuming he's gonna use Shadow Ball on Weezing, or like maybe Psychic, and then like some move from Blaziken on Regice. Shadow Ball? Makes sense. High Jump Kick. Oh, that's gonna damage it. Nice. Kept going and crashed. Speed Boost. It has Speed Boost. Ah! Okay, well... Is Weezing gonna live? Maybe. Give it a shot. And then here's the strat here. We're gonna switch to Mischievous, and then hopefully it High Jump Kicks again and hurts itself. High Jump Kick is like such a liability, man. Wait, what? It's supposed to keep going and hurt itself. Oh, Weezing lived. Nice. Okay, good. Does high jump kick interact differently with like protect or missing than it does with Pokemon that are not affected by it? Maybe in earlier gens that's how it was. Milotic, okay. Okay, I'm still viewing Blaziken as mostly the threat, however. Can't do too much, right? Okay, we got it. We pretty much won them. I guess we were at a good enough level to make it through this. Moonblast. Is it like Water Fairy or something? Let me check the documentation. It is. Which means we can hit it with the poison. Yeah, Milotic has very high special defense. It went first. Okay, well. Goodbye, Weezing. You did your job. I think we're fine. We're certainly fine. It's not. It can't take out all my Pokemon by itself. There's like no way. Well, it kind of sucks that we had to, or we kind of accidentally killed the Deoxys, but what can you do? I respected it more, and I should have not respected it as much. However, the fight would have been a lot tougher if I had to juggle keeping that Deoxys alive, especially since it would skill swap Truant onto one of my guys, you know, and then I'd be in trouble. Yeah, I beat you in a Pokemon battle. Easy. And then the sheriff of Pyrite Town and his deputy show up to arrest these two guys. And then I guess Duking and Silver are also here. Silva was already here, but he took off his disguise. Oh, Egan, you'll be so much help. Angie Pikachu. See, like, none of this makes sense. He's trying to escape with that unmanned helicopter. See, like, this doesn't make any sense because, like, there's barely any law enforcement in this region, and there's, like, so many, like, Cypher people, and they're, like, right here. Like, the entire crowd is filled with Cypher people. Like, they could just overpower any authorities that show up, right? But we don't play Pokemon for the story, because there is none. In the base game, if you purify all the shadow Pokemon, you can get a Ho-Oh. But yeah, that was Pokemon Grand Colosseum, at least the base game. There is definitely more after this, and we will continue playing to do the post-game stuff. Probably not today, though. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the credits roll while I like talk a little bit about my experience with the game so far. It's been pretty good. I've definitely mentioned that I don't really like some of the new mechanics from newer gens, like, you know, fairy type, but overall it's definitely a better experience than just the base game, because and I mentioned this before, but Pokemon Colosseum's from Generation 3, and that's the generation that introduced double battles. And while it was like pretty okay to start, they definitely had a lot of things they needed to polish, like a lot of issues to iron out when it came to the double battle mechanics, which mostly got fixed in Generation 4. So this ROM hack does implement all those fixes from later gens to the double battle system, except, which is something I suspect they could not change because it was baked into the game, that Pokemon switch in immediately as soon as there's a space. In later gens, if a Pokemon's knocked out, new Pokemon don't come in until the end of the turn, like the very, very end of the turn. So that's something we still have to deal with, but overall they switched or they fixed the damage multiplier for spread moves. They added the physical special split, which is great. They added a bunch of new moves, buffed a lot of Pokemon that you just otherwise wouldn't use. Like, it was neat using Tropius in the early game. We used Misdreavus like the entire time because it got buffed a ton and it has such a good move pool. Fairy is just kind of a broken typing. We got to play with the Hoenn starters and legendaries, which was an option for this ROM hack. Normally you catch the Johto legendaries, well, the Johto starters and Johto legendaries. And part of that is because Colosseum was a game for Gen 3, like I mentioned, and Gen 3 was like a reboot, so you couldn't transfer any Pokemon from the previous two gens. So between Colosseum and its sequel, XD Gale of Darkness, they were like giving you a ton of ways to get Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon in Gen 3. But yeah, so it was nice that the ROM hack gave you the option to switch the starters on Legends you were using. But yes, I would like to save. We're just gonna start. They're gonna dump us at the. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now in the post game, not strategy mode, snag list. Okay, we're missing the Grovyle, Combuskin, which you could not get in the. You could only get one of the three: Grovyle, Combuskin, or Marshtomp. And then you get the other two in the post game, and Deoxys, which we missed. But yeah, I mean, that was a game up until this point. The changes to Mount Battle, while they don't make sense like in universe, it's good that they gave you a way to EV train your Pokemon, because I assume that the enemy Pokemon are EV trained. And it's good that they give you a way to like level grind for free. It's just nice all around. Just switching these guys around. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more post. Oh my gosh, there's definitely a lot more post game stuff. There's a whole new Colosseum. There is a lot more Shadow Pokemon to catch. Okay, so he wants a soda pyrite. Okay, well. I guess we'll do that. I'm just gonna go to pyrite to save, but like I'm not actually gonna start any post-game stuff right now. But yeah, there's a bunch left. It might be like 2 or 3 more streams, depending on the difficulty and how long it takes us to get through it. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see what comes after. At least with the free level grinding, I could maybe do that in between streams, because if I remember correctly, there's a point in the post game. I don't know if it's at the beginning or in the middle, where there's like a huge level jump, and you just need to do some level grinding. Because I remember doing that when I previously streamed the base game. But we'll have to see how they did it in the raw pack. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Yeah, should we just be streaming same time next week? And if I'm not mistaken, let's see. I believe one of my good friends is streaming some mahjong right now. Ah, okay, I see. He's just started his stream. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and raid my good buddy Rycon. Let's see. Go. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.